Here we go. Welcome, Internet, back to the Weirdo Watchlist Podcast, the podcast that's slightly off, where we talk about movies, weird movies, and other such things that come up in conversation. How are you now, Sam?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I've been better. Usually I'm all like chippy and cheery, but sad day in movie news with the passing of David Lynch today. So that's been kind of like weighing me down a bit, but
yeah. What an absolute bummer.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, of course we can like talk about that. Of course, like having just watched all of his movies in like Twin Peaks, like over the past like year.
Yeah.
I know I'm like just arrived to the David Lynch party, but I mean, when you get like through all the movies, you get the hype on like why he was such an important filmmaker, is especially like in his generation and after.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, yeah,
it's really changed the way that a lot of people watch movies.
Oh yeah,
like.
Yeah.
What was your first David Lynch movie?
Eraserhead.
Okay, nice.
I think that's like most people's first Lynch, because that's like the shortest and like the I think like most iconic.
Yeah.
Because that's like like the weird David Lynch movie. Even though like most of his movies are fairly weird, but
yeah. When I think like if I could think of like one David Lynch movie, it would be Eraserhead.
Yeah.
If I had to like pinpoint it to like this is the David Lynch movie that I think of, like maybe because it's his first, maybe it's his most iconic, I don't know, but my first movie that I watched of his was Mulholland Drive.
Yeah.
And it didn't make any sense. I liked it a lot, and I was very moved by it, but like I didn't really understand why, which was interesting because I wasn't like really that into movies when I had seen that.
Yeah. That's like a dense movie to keep up with. I mean, most of these are too.
I mean, still, to this day, I've watched it a few times now, and it's still like, I've watched the videos that try to explain it. I don't know why I do that, but and it just doesn't help really. It's just like you have to just interpret it, I guess. Just interpret the vibe or whatever sometimes. And just the way he just can do that is so masterful.
Yeah.
And in Twin Peaks, I'm in the middle of watching that.
So fucking good. I really might have to like pick that one up again too and just like rewatch it, because again, like I watched it for the first time last year, and just fucking like watching Dale Cooper just like stumble his way through town, just drinking coffee, just fucking just
he rocks.
Beacon of joy, just the most pleasant guy to fucking watch. And
I know.
I mean, I'll save like the commentary and spoilers for like if you get to The Return anytime soon. Because like The Return is just like its own complete different fucking beast in comparison to seasons 1 and 2.
So The Return is just basically season 3 that they did like
it's
way
season
later.
3. Yeah, 25 years later. But
okay,
is
it good?
It's fucking great. A lot of people say it's like the best thing David Lynch ever fucking did, and it's like I think I like Fire Walk With Me, the Twin Peaks movie, more.
That's what I'm excited to get to. I've heard a lot of good things.
We might just do it. Honestly, if like once you finish it, and I might just rewatch it too. Just do it like a special Twin Peaks.
Yeah, we just do a little David Lynch episode. Next episode, we'll just pick a couple. Yeah, they're great. I have a few of them on one of the various physical media.
I mean, most of them are on Criterion, and I'm sure like, especially like with his like passing, a lot of these will become more available. Hopefully, Wild at Heart, because that's not streaming anywhere.
Oh really?
I know Shout Factory has a DVD of it. They got that on Blu-ray, so you can buy that one. But in terms of like streaming, it is nowhere to be found. You have to like illegally watch that.
Damn. Well, we'll see. Yeah, there's definitely a couple I haven't seen. I haven't seen his whole filmography, I suppose. But yeah, what I have seen is great. I love Eraserhead. I have seen it a couple times. And then Elephant Man. Elephant Man is another one that I think is just really fucking good. And it has enough David Lynch style stuff going on, but it does feel like a whole like. It feels like a movie that he was called in to direct for sure.
I mean, yeah, it's his follow up to Eraserhead, so that one's definitely like studio project. Like, hey, you did this freak indie project. how about you make one for the studio?
Yeah, and it still has like so much of his good style.
Yeah.
In it. It's a good movie.
Yeah, no, Elephant Man fucking rocks, and he followed that one up with Dune, which is like the big budget studio movie, and then he never wanted to work with a studio ever again after that because he fucking hated making Dune. But because of Dune, he met Kyle MacLachlan, who would be Dale Cooper in Twin Peaks and in Blue Velvet. So
yeah.
So he can't say Dune was a total waste of time for him.
Yeah, I heard it was not that great either. But the new one's good.
The new Dunes are good.
They're good.
Got that.
Hey,
Yeah.
I wonder if he likes them.
I don't think he ever wanted to see them because of his experience making his own Dune.
Yeah.
Whereas like, it might just be like he also like doesn't care for the source material. I think because that was a big thing when he like came onto it. He was like, I don't give a shit, you know.
Yeah, he's got to do his own shit.
Yeah,
he's best in that lane.
I mean,
sure.
and then he fucking did after Dune. I mean, like after Dune, it was like Blue Velvet,
banger.
Yeah, Blue Velvet, Mulholland Drive, Lost Highway, Twin Peaks.
Bangers.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
Wild at
Lost
Heart.
Highway. But...
That's an interesting one because like I also need to rewatch because that one I also like barely understood the first go around. That one's also just fucking dense. Just like a lot of stuff going on, but
yeah, what a great visionary. What a great freaking what a loss.
Couldn't fucking believe it when I heard the news today. I was genuinely devastated. The first celebrity death that I think like really fucking hit too hard.
I didn't know if he was working on anything. I haven't really kept up with it.
He wanted to do something at Netflix, like an animated series, but no one would like fund it. And then he got diagnosed with I think emphysema because he's been like a lifelong smoker.
Yeah.
So like he had to he said he's like, I will never retire. I love smoking, but it's killed me. It has killed me, and I have to quit smoking now. But I love it. And that was like 4 months ago. I think that news came out. And then I think people are saying because the fires in Los Angeles, all the extra smoke that's just up in the air. Him having to get up from his house and leave kind of pushed him over the edge. God
damn.
Yeah.
Well, don't smoke, everyone. That's a lesson we learned.
Yeah, don't smoke because it's what killed David Lynch and took him from us, and it's the reason why Woody Allen is still alive.
Because he smokes?
No, because Woody Allen bangs his stepdaughter, marries her.
I'm not sure where this came from.
I just saw a tweet why is it always the good people and not Roman Polanski or Woody Allen? Why is it got to be Lynch?
Well, everyone has their time.
Yeah,
everyone's time comes.
It's just all the good ones are too soon.
Yeah, it's true. What else have you been watching? Anything decent?
I watched Anora. We can talk about that.
Anora, that was a good one.
Yeah, I watched that a couple days ago, and I really liked it. The movie is just really fucking hilarious.
It is, especially the last half.
Yeah.
Igor, he's great.
Igor's just fucking hilarious too. Yeah, he's great. He's just there. He doesn't know anything about he doesn't know the context of what's going on or who these people are, but he's just has to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a great movie.
Yeah.
It's was a little crazy, a little weird, but I didn't hate it.
Yeah. No. I think it's the first time in a while where I've felt the same emotions as a main character. Where, the first 40 minutes, you're following Mikey Madison just fall in love with this guy, and you're like, wow, this is a wonderful relationship. Nothing can go wrong. Just the best time ever. And then you just slowly start fucking hating this. What's his name? Ivan. where he's just like fucking like he's a fucking kid, you know. He's a spoiled rich kid who just looking to fucking like party all the time and not do anything. Not stand up. Yeah, not stand up for his fucking wife. Rather like run away on a bender than, you know, like fight for his marriage.
Yeah.
Which I mean, like, still led to some really fucking hilarious moments too. Just like Anora and then like his like bodyguards or whatever just searching all over fucking New York for this kid.
Yeah. Yeah, I really liked the second half of that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I liked both of them, but yeah, it got very funny. I thought once.
Yeah.
Whatever those little buddy comedy.
Yeah.
Action. Yeah, it was just fun for
you know, and they're like. He's like, why we gotta walk all the way to the other side of the pier? It's cold. Let's just take the car. It's like, it's a 5-minute walk. It's a 5-minute walk. Come on! Just bickering and yelling. And then it's just like, that was not a 5-minute walk. That was like half a mile.
Yeah, it was really, really fun. I'd watch it again.
Oh yeah,
sure.
It's just a super fucking fun time. It's a blast.
Yeah. What else? What else you watching?
I did get to watch the new Wolfman movie that's out this weekend. First movie to see of 2025.
Okay.
There's Den of Thieves 2, but I haven't seen that one yet. But I did get to see Wolfman.
And?
I liked it. It's the same guy who did The Invisible Man.
Yeah.
And Upgrade, which are two movies I also like and really, really like.
Upgrade rocks.
Upgrade is so fucking good.
I went to that blind in a theater and I'm just like, well, I don't know what the fuck this is, but let's go.
Yeah.
Wow, what a fucking treat that was.
That one's a fucking blast, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, like right up, like one of my favorites, I think.
Yeah.
But
the new one's good.
Yeah, Wolfman, not as good as Upgrade, but not a lot of movies are.
I don't know.
But was still a pleasant treat. Plays out more or less like pretty similarly to like The Fly, you know. Won't go like too much further into spoils in that regard, but I mean, like, it's a lot of like, you know, like if you see the trailer, it's like, what's happening to Daddy? You know, he's like changing, his body's like fucking him up. He's turning into a wolf man. And it lends itself to some like really like great, you know, like kind of like terrifying moments. You know, it's got like it's good number of jump scares.
Yeah.
The makeup effects and the sound design are like really fucking good.
Yeah, I really like Invisible Man quite a bit.
Yeah, no, that was like a big surprise. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, and this one looks like it's probably on par with that, or
I would say so. Yeah, I think I like this one a little bit more, but I'd have to rewatch Invisible Man first.
Yeah.
But
good.
No, I know.
Trailer kind of sold it.
Yeah.
As that to me, like.
I know Ryan Gosling was supposed to be in the movie as the Wolfman. Like, originally, he was originally cast, but I stepped out for, like, some fucking reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
But instead, they got Christopher Abbott from Possessor.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I've seen that.
Yeah, and I think he is the better fit for the Wolfman. Ryan Gosling, I think, would be too distracting and too sexy to pull off, you know, like a gross, disgusting, hairy Wolfman. But Christopher Abbott fits the bill perfectly, I think.
Hell yeah. Yeah, probably would feel a lot different with.
It'd be, yeah. I think the movie would. I think that it would suffer if I was staring at Ken.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think Gosling is a better actor, but I don't think he could do. I'm turning into a wolf. What the fuck is happening to me? My wife, my kid. What the hell? You know.
We may never know.
Yeah, but again, I think the movie does benefit from Christopher Abbott being the lead.
Good. Well, I'll go check it out, especially if it's free or cheap.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll pay full price. I don't know. I've been trying to go to movies if I can get to them for cheap. I got a gift card.
$5 Tuesday, worth it.
Yeah, do they still do those places?
Oh yeah, no. I think every chain does them except like.
I feel like the bigger ones went to $6.
Yeah, AMC might be $6, but
I wouldn't be surprised
if you go to the Imagines or the if you want to come all the way back down to fucking Burnsville to Odyssey. I think they still do $5.
Nice.
But,
I used to work for Marcus Theaters, so I have a
did?
bunch of passes that
Ooh.
I can use on movies to get in for $1. However, they now have a rule that I can't use them for the first 2 weeks that they're in theaters.
Yeah.
The passes rule. No passes if they're within 2 weeks. So I have to kind of jump around that a little bit, but I can wait. I can wait. I can wait for Wolfman for a couple more weeks. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. It's January. Like the movies that are coming out for some reason this month seem to be pretty good. People like
Yeah.
Den of Thieves 2. Wolfman's doing pretty okay. What the fuck's next week? Flight Risk with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, they didn't look appealing to me.
I think that movie looks ridiculous, so I'm gonna see that. 90 minutes, so I'm in and I'm out. Dogman the
nice.
week after that, the DreamWorks cartoon Dogman. I'm fucking pumped for that. Same guy who wrote Captain Underpants wrote this guy, so
Yeah. Yeah. Gosh, what did I watch? I watched quite a bit. Maybe not quite a bit. I watched Baby Girl. That's in theaters right now.
Tell me about that.
It was pretty good. It wasn't as like weird kinky that I thought it was gonna be, which is fine by me. But like it kind of sells itself as that. I think it totes like this extra sexuality, but then it never really goes there. It doesn't even go like as far as if 50 Shades of Grey did, and that's so I feel like this didn't do a whole lot and kind of acted like it was a little bit, but the parts of it that weren't that, and I feel like those were maybe brought up a little bit for the trailer especially, and maybe just because puts butts in seats, I guess, but like the real underlying plot of her like more emotional well-being or her, she has a kink and she wants to fill it, let's just say that. And I really liked all of that stuff. The movie wasn't this horny movie, and when it wasn't great, is kind of what I think. But everything around it was really pretty good.
Okay.
I really like Nicole Kidman quite a bit. And that Triangle of Sadness guy, he's great.
I didn't know that guy was in it.
Oh yeah, he's the handsome young intern who flips this old lady's life around. You know what I mean?
Harris Dickinson, Harry Dick.
Yep, that's
right.
Oh,
he was in Ironclaw. Yeah, look at that.
He's great. I think he's going to be in quite a bit of stuff. He has been lately, but in the theater it was just me and 3 old women. It was a very small theater. It was the smallest theater that they had, so there was a tension in the air. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Did I make up the tension myself? Maybe. Did it make those old women uncomfortable? Depends. Did they notice I was staring at them the entire movie? I'm just kidding. Just kidding. That's what I was doing during Moana 2.
Whoa.
Staring at the old ladies during Moana 2, which was not a great movie. It was just fine. And then I found out it was supposed to be a TV show.
Yep.
And they just kind of took the plot of a bunch of the episodes and mashed them together, and I can see how they did that.
Yeah.
And it's not great. It's not great at all. The plot is, I guess, spoilers, but whatever. The plot is she needs to go to this lost island and I guess get to it so she can, I don't know, touch it, I guess?
Okay.
It's not really ever explained. So he's got to the demigod's got to pull it out of the water so she can get onto it, and then it'll be fine. But oh no, he can't lift the thing or something. Maybe his hook doesn't work. I don't remember why. He can't lift it. So guess what? She just dives down there and touches it in the water. You didn't need him at all.
Yeah.
And that works fine. And then the movie's over. Like, that's good enough. You touched it. It's like a game of tag with this lost island.
Okay.
Swam down and touches it, and it like glows, and there's like a little song or something. And then it's just like, that's that's how she did. The stakes were very low here.
Yeah.
Seems. Uh, but 2 out of 5. Not
2
great.
out of 5. 2 out of 5. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. You also watched a Complete Unknown.
I did watch that. That was fine too.
Yeah.
It was okay. I like Bob Dylan, and I think this. The more I sit with it, the more I think that they decided. You didn't see it, did you?
No.
Okay. If you like Bob Dylan, go see it. If you don't, I skip it. But I feel like at the beginning they're showing Bob Dylan like, oh yeah, these songs just pour out of me, man. Like they're just like how I really feel. They're from my soul, man. I love these songs, and like I'm a real artist. And then it goes, 5 years in the future, blah, blah, blah. He's famous, and he's in his black suits, and he's sick of the fame, and he's sick of the songs that are getting famous that everybody wants. They only want to hear the big hits that he has. Yeah. He's sick of that, and he doesn't like those songs anymore, and he kind of just becomes like this asshole, but then they never really, again, show him, like, liking music again. It almost like... The movie felt like it showed, like, Bob Dylan just hated his music and didn't care about new music. And then when he went to electric music, that was the big thing. Like, he's an electric rock band. He's not just a folk singer anymore. People did not like that. And he's like, whatever, man. I don't care what people like. But like, he never really showed him like being even passionate about it too much. I don't know. There was a couple misses for me, but it was fun to look at, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, I know.
Sure.
I know. Enemy of the show, Austin was like railing. Was like, why? What do you mean you didn't like it? You didn't like it? What? Huh? I read those comments. Those are pretty funny.
I just think they just portrayed him poorly. I guess I don't think he was the worst guy, and I think that's part of his personality. I know he did this thing on Letterman, quite a few years back, maybe 80s. I don't even know. I could be so wrong about the dates, but where he went out there and he was pissed, so he just mumbled the words because he doesn't give a fuck. Like he doesn't. Yeah. He's just, and it's like he is kind of an asshole.
Kind of like that same.
Really showed that.
Kind of that same like Kurt Cobain attitude, where it's like.
Yeah, and I think it's a fine attitude to have as long as it's rounded out with the artist who's still very much a political and I don't know.
That's right. Bob Dylan's also still alive. I forget about that.
I didn't even know. Honestly, I was like, he's dead, right? My mom's like, no.
Bob Dylan made a fucking TikTok account like today, I think, even though it shuts down in like 3 days. Dude's late to the party, but hey, whatever.
Bob Dylan.
Yeah, he'll go. Bob Dylan will fucking like join the Chinese Red Note app. He'll sign up for that.
Yeah. The movie was fine though. I just wish they showed him a little bit different. But I think Timothée Chalamet is really good at playing that asshole Bob Dylan that they were portraying in this movie. So just do with what works the best. It was great to watch him do it.
Yeah.
What else? You watched anything else?
That is all the major stuff I've watched. At least in terms of like new stuff. I mean, I did rewatch Trap, which was great. I had a blast watching that.
Yeah.
Christ, did we
talk about Gladiator 2?
No, we haven't, because I haven't seen Gladiator 2.
I loved it. I actually really, really loved it. I saw such mixed reviews for it. I was really surprised that I fucking loved it. I was like, this movie's huge. Like, I really liked The Last Duel. I don't know if you saw that.
I haven't seen that one yet. No, everyone gets mad when they hear I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that one was really good, and it didn't do well at whatever. Yeah. I think this movie's like that, but it has a lot more badassery. It has a lot more gladiator-ness to it. Yeah. I think Paul Mescal is just awesome. He doesn't do a whole lot as the character, but it does enough, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just a badass time. I had a really kick-ass time. I watched Rebel Ridge and then Gladiator 2. Damn, I'm really living. But yeah, no, I would highly recommend it if you like Ridley Scott action movies, he fucking nails it.
I mean, yeah, we talked about Napoleon when that came out like last year, and
yeah,
I really liked Napoleon. I don't remember how you felt
big.
about it. Yeah, it was big.
I didn't love it. I liked the battles and stuff, and he's really good at doing that. But I feel like with Gladiator 2, it is a ton of battles. It's going into like the Colosseum games. Like day 1, you're fighting this. Day 2, you're fighting this. So it's like you're getting all of this really good Ridley Scott action, like pretty consistently throughout the movie. But then you're also getting a very good like thorough plot, and you have the two antagonists like Emperor twins, and they are the most annoying prickish pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And they do it so well, and you just hate them, and you just want to see the uprising of the people, and Paul Mescal rise up as their goddamn hero, and it's so good. Like Gladiator 1, have you seen Gladiator 1?
Yeah.
It mirrors that. I mean, it does all
sure.
of that same kind of shit. It's just, I love both of them, and I think Gladiator 2 probably is better.
Okay.
Quote me on it.
I've been meaning to like catch that one for a while. I know like my wife wants to see it too, so that's why I've been holding off on not watching it. But I think as soon as it comes on like a streaming service, I'll definitely be like, hey, we're watching Gladiator 2. I need to get it out of the way at this point, right? So
you gotta watch it.
Yeah, we'll see when that happens.
Yeah. I also watched The House That Jack Built.
How was that?
Which is, it's fine.
I've heard that movie is really funny.
Yeah. I actually had a really loud laugh at a really fucked up part.
Yeah.
But it just happens so, like, the way it happens is so upfront, and it makes you laugh. You know, you're watching a movie, and it's not that fucked up to laugh at it, I guess. But the fucked up thing is that you're laughing at is really fucked up. But I really like it. I really liked it. I see, if you go look at the reviews on Letterboxd, you'll see, quite a few people saying they liked it and like they understand whatever. And then there's this whole like third of the reviews are people who hate Lars von Trier and like hate him for him like because he's a shitty person, which I have now agreed with now that I kind of know a little bit more. But they hate this movie because it's just him like basically saying, look how fucking crazy I am. Look, I can do like all the serial killer shit is like all art metaphor for art, and I'm Lars von Trier. He shows clips of his own movies in the movie.
Yeah.
And it's very like self-absorbed, really self-absorbed. But like I didn't watch it in that way because I don't know much about Lars von Trier.
Yeah.
We watched one of them. We watched
Dancer in the Dark.
Dancer in the Dark.
Yeah.
And I loved that one, but I don't know much about. I totally forgot about the Hitler shit that he said. Do you remember this?
No, I don't.
He was like at a press release, I think for Melancholia with Kirsten Dunst. Anyway, like a big like panel at a con or something, and he in the mic says something about how he understands Hitler and he can relate to Hitler, and he kind of just like starts burying himself into this hole of just like saying the stupidest shit. And Kirsten Dunst, I think it was like, what the fuck?
Just like trying to like hide herself from being on stage next to this guy.
Like people are like, oh, you're saying some really dumb shit right now. And he made those comments, and this was the movie he came out with after that. So I think a lot of people really just, I don't know what else people hate him for. I can't think of it right now, but I do. I
think it's like how intense
he got a laundry list
of
reasons to hate him, I guess. He's just a piece of shit person, as far as the internet is seeming to make me believe. But as far as like a movie, you want to separate that from that? I thought it was kind of interesting. It's a really fun concept, and it takes some really big swings, and I think it lands some of them, kind of.
Sure.
I thought in the same way, Dancer in the Dark, is I think a big swing in a lot of really minimalist ways, and it just kind of works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think House That Jack Built works same type of way. So
Okay.
it's good. I check it out. It's
Yeah.
kind of goofy. It's kind of goofy the way that guy kills a bunch of fucking people, a bunch of innocent people and children.
Yeah.
Goofy.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking goofy.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's one that's on my list along with the rest of his movies. Like I want to watch his filmography at some point, but I know again a lot of them are just dense, fucked up, make you feel funny.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, we watched the one. We know what that one was like.
We know how that one felt. So.
I would really like to watch Melancholia though. It's been on my
Yeah.
list for a long time. But yeah. Anyway.
Shall we move on to the feature presentation of this episode?
We should. I almost actually didn't remember what it was, even though we both watched it today.
It today, yeah. We always watch the
just
movies
hours
before we
ago.
record. Yep.
And it's already leaving my mind, unfortunately. But let's talk about it. Repo, the Genetic Opera.
Yeah, the Genetic Opera.
Oh my god.
From 2008, directed by Darren Lynn Bousman, who also directed Saws 2, 3, 4, and Spiral from the Book of Saw, as well as some
did
other
Spiral?
stuff.
I didn't know that.
He did Spiral, yeah.
Okay, that's funny. I don't know why that's funny, but I just didn't expect this guy to be working in this century, in this decade. This was a wild trip. I know I said I had watched this when I was young, but I don't remember the plot of it at all. Nor do I remember how funny the songs and lyrics are and how bad and upfront all of that is.
Yeah, I described it.
Yeah.
It feels it's very in that same wheelhouse of like Grindhouse, Rob Zombie-ish. You know, it's not Hot Topic. You know, it feels a little too gross and disgusting to be Hot Topic.
Yeah.
But it definitely fits that Rob Zombie Halloween, Lords of Salem vibe, I think.
Yeah.
And that's someone who's never seen a Rob Zombie movie.
I can picture the few girls in my high school that would probably did obsess over this. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
It's a very specific person who likes this type of thing. And they really went out for that vision.
It's a very niche movie.
There are some people who just love it, and the person's house that I watched this movie at, she does fit the bill super hard.
Yeah.
At least she did. I'm sure she's a grown-up human being and probably well-adjusted now, somewhat. But when you are in middle school / high school and this comes out, and you watch it multiple times on your shitty tube TV, that might change you as a person.
Yeah.
Because I just watched it today and it kind of changed me in some pretty bad ways, I think. So what did you think about this thing?
I definitely really liked it. I enjoyed it. Again any movie that has a bold swing of an idea, you know, whether it's something Southland Tales, or it's just what if George Bush fucking just kept going, you know, the war on terror just kept going and hit U.S. turf, you know, except it's just totally unrealistic in that way. I love just fucking big outward ideas, even if they're batshit insane. It does come to a point where execution does matter, you know, I think I talked about The Box when we did our Southland Tales episode, but The Box is a movie with big outward ideas that make no fucking sense, and just it just comes off you tripped over your own ideas.
Yeah.
But with Repo, the Genetic Opera, it definitely feels very fleshed out ideas.
Yeah.
You know, it's
taking any shots in the dark. It knows what it is.
Yeah, it knows exactly what it's trying to get at, and it's a future where you rent your own organs, and if you don't pay, you get them taken from you. You know, the Repo Man is sent the Repo Man. You know, he's coming after you. He's gonna steal your organs and just kill you at that point. But
yeah, legal assassin.
Yeah,
that's what they said. really wish I would have seen, or maybe still could have seen, the stage play of this,
Yeah,
because that's got to be different. Because the singing in this movie is awful. Like, they're not even really singing most of the time. Some of the characters just talk their stuff, which is fine. It's a rhythmic talking. It's almost like spoken poetry, and some of it worked, some of it didn't.
Yeah.
But some of the singing was just like, they couldn't get anybody who like could try, or like, I don't know. Some of it was really bad. The dad of the family,
Paul Sorvino,
was giving it his all, though.
Yeah,
he was giving his all.
That's the Italian difference. Those guys like sing opera like all the fucking time, especially the older ones. Yeah.
Yeah, and the girl from Spy Kids looking freaking great in this movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, she would have been like 1920, so you're allowed to say that.
Yeah, she's like a little bit older than me. Yeah. I had a crush on her all growing up because of Spy Kids.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't a weird oldie watching Spy Kids. She was cute. But I was a couple years younger than her, so when I saw her on the TV, she was my age. And same thing with Hermione. I was just like, you know, growing up with Hermione, it's like, yeah, that's my on TV girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alexa Vega was one of them for me. But she was great in this movie. Okay, great. I don't know if that's the right. Let me take a couple steps back. She's not great in this movie. Nobody's really great in this movie.
Yeah.
But she's doing what she's supposed to do.
There was the grave robber, right? The one who sings the Zindrak Anatomy song, where it's like I fucking like Zindrak comes in a little glass vial, a little glass vial, a little glass vial. Like, that song was fucking great, and he killed it.
Yeah.
But funny enough, he wrote the fucking stage play. So this is all this is all his stuff. This is all his own writing and music. So of course he knows what he needs to get out of it.
Man, he should have played every character.
He should have fucking just directed the movie himself.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, he was something. He was very very sexual.
And then you got like the fucking sibling trio, right? Like Luigi Largo, Javi Largo, and Amber Sweet, right? The kids to the Paul Sorvino. Paris Hilton. None of them are really good, and especially I think it's like they always like, "Oh, fucking eat your assholes! I'm gonna fuck you even if you don't have any holes." And he's singing while saying that, and I'm like,
yeah,
wow.
I couldn't believe some of the shit that they said. One of them said something about one of the siblings said, "I wish my two other siblings would fuck." I'm pretty sure something along those lines.
There's like a in their introduction song where they're like one brain, write it up. You know, there's like a brief sexual tension between Paris Hilton and that guy, you know, who's like singing about fucking holes.
Yeah.
You know, like a very quick moment where like, are these two like secretly into each other? And then, you know, like the dude with the face on his face is like, I wish they would just do it already. And then that's never brought up ever again. You know, like that sibling tension's, at least like that sexual sibling tension, is never brought up, which I thought was strange. Because like, why introduce it if you're not going to keep going at it?
I bet it was more expanded in the
and they were like, you know what, let's get rid of that. Let's
get rid of most of that, because that's kind of fucked up, bro.
Yeah, and we're talking about stealing people's organs because they can't afford it.
I love that at the end of a lot of the phrases in the singing here, they just repeat themselves, kind of like the little glass vial, a little glass vial. They do that often with like they're like, and they're gonna have surgery. Surgery? Yeah, come on now. Like, I loved the echo whenever they did it. It's very made it feel very cheap and lower quality, but like a satisfying low quality that this thing is giving off. I can see myself like being the weirdo that was into this.
If I watched this
it and I watched by myself and it's like, what the fuck is going on? I want to figure this shit out.
If I saw this 10 years ago, right? I'm a high school teenager. I think I would have loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been like one of the best I've ever seen. and then I rewatch it and be like, I hype it up like this movie's so fucking great, and then I'm like, it's pretty okay. I still like it, you know, but I imagine I'd be pretty underwhelmed if I rewatched it now.
Yeah. This probably, I mean, it very much oozed, not even like 2008. It felt like it was early 2000s. I mean, in no part thanks to the CGI that was overused and pretty bad.
Yeah.
But it gave the vibe that it needed to. This wouldn't work. This remake would never work. I mean, you couldn't. It's a product of its time.
It's very scene. It's like 2008's like emo scene. You know. Like you couldn't make this movie unless we were actually doing a Saw movie once a year. Like we got to get society back to like one Saw movie per year, and not just the maybe wishful thinking we'll get another one once a year that we're at now. Like we gotta get back to that. But I do see, I'm looking at a review right here, right? Mm-hmm. If you like your movies, if you like it when your movies look like a Panic at the Disco music video from 2006 with a touch of rock opera and Phantom of the Paradise, then this is for you. If you don't like this movie, maybe you should consider getting a new hobby. So I think that Panic at the Disco statement out of that, where this looks like a Panic at the Disco video, is spot on.
Yeah,
because
for real.
And again, that just like goes to show how fucking like dated this movie and its aesthetic is.
I love opera now. No. Have you seen Phantom of the Opera?
I have seen Phantom of the Paradise.
What is that?
It is a Brit rock version of Phantom of the Opera. So same plot, but instead it's British. Yeah, and 70s. So it's very 70s Brit pop. It's
interesting.
Brian De Palma directed it too before he did Carrie.
Oh, whoa.
So I recommend that. Yeah, that one's a fun time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, the other one, the Phantom of the Opera,
yes,
is very. It has this similar tone. This is just like the rated R version.
Yeah.
So like, this feels like an off-Broadway. Like you're gonna walk it down some like cement stairs into a gross theater to watch this one, instead of going up to Broadway to go see Phantom of the Opera. But they do feel like, you know, pretty close cousins or something, potentially siblings that want to fuck. I don't know.
Maybe we don't know. They cut that.
Yeah. But man, I wish I could have seen. I wonder if there is a filmed version, a decent filmed version of the stage version, because that'd be fun to see.
Yeah.
A bunch of different songs too. God, the songs in this thing are just something.
I would agree that there's something. Yeah,
there's some hitters though, for sure some hitters.
Yeah, it being like a whole opera does like lead to like just about all of the dialogue being in song. But when you look at like the Spotify playlist for this thing, right, the motion picture soundtrack, you see like you can figure out what everyone's unanimous favorite is, and that is Zydrate Anatomy.
Yeah.
Because that one really is the best one out of the entire fucking movie.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I can't remember the other ones exactly off the top of my head here, but I loved the simplicity of most of the lyrics. They were just very like sometimes they just had to say something, so they're just kind of saying what they're doing almost. And I really liked that vibe. I really liked that they kind of felt like at points they just needed to fill some space.
Yeah.
But God, the songs, I'd listen to them again. Honestly, I'd probably watch this thing again.
It's an easy like 90-ish minutes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say there's something for everyone to like, because again, this movie's very fucking dated.
I think it's just so funny. It's like maybe it didn't hit the way it was like intending to hit me, but it sure was very, very, very funny. But like in a way that I respect, not in a way that I'm making fun of it. It's not like The Room, you know. It's just like, holy shit, they really did this. I'm tipping my hat more than anything.
It's a movie I can admire.
Yeah, it's a movie that I'm comfortable giving 3 stars and saying that it's pretty bad.
I'm comfortable having owned this movie for the better part of 10 years, and only just now watching it.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I got the DVD case like just sitting behind me here. I've had this again, for a long ass. I don't even remember where I bought this. It might have been a pawn shop.
Oh, really nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Did you watch any of the extras?
I did not. No.
Oh man,
I watched the movie. As soon as credits hit, I went straight to playing video games and stopped thinking about the movie. Yeah, now we're here. Yeah.
And now we're here. You got to watch the commentary if there's one. It's got to be good.
We'll figure that out.
Okay. That's the next episode is Repo the Genetic Opera, but with commentary.
But with the commentary track, yeah.
Yep, that's what I'm choosing. Sorry, guys.
You'll have to borrow my DVD of that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I give it a 3. I'm giving it a 3 out of 5, but I'm telling you, it's not good. It's not a good 3. It's a fun 3 though.
I go 3.5. Again, there's a lot I do like admire, especially it's like the commitment to the bit, you know.
Yeah.
And the production value itself, like set design, costume design, is like pretty solid for a movie of like this budget. I think it's like, $8.5 million budget, but only made like not even $200,000 in theaters.
Really?
Yeah, at least that's according to Gal Pacino on Letterboxd. So.
Oh, that's funny as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was like pretty low budget, like not even 8 million. I thought this was something smaller than that until I realized it was Paris Hilton.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this is less of, this is a bigger beast, I guess. I didn't know he did any of the Saw movies at that point. I didn't know anything about any of it, so I was going in kind of thinking it was a lot smaller than I thought. It was kind of more of a fan thing, and I was like, this is like a big production. There's some fucking shit going on here. $8 million went into this goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Did most of it pay Alexa Vega and Paris Hilton? Probably, but
probably just mostly Paris Hilton. Alexa Vega, not that big of a star. I mean, yeah, they got Spy Kids, but
you leave her alone. She's a goddamn treasure.
Sure.
Maybe not anymore. I did actually look up while I was watching the movie what she's been doing lately, and a whole lot of shit that doesn't look good. Oh.
Yeah. Once you scroll past all like the Spy Kids and even Machete Kills, not a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot. I mean, there is a lot, but one of these is a Hallmark movie.
Yeah. The most recent release was like her and her husband making a movie together or something. I don't know. I'm just saying she needs to get back to Repo, the genetic opera. That's when she was at her best.
Oh no, she's married to the fucking guy from Big Time Rush.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah. They did a Hallmark Christmas movie.
That's the next watch, guys. Next week we're watching the Hallmark.
I'm not even joking. Like, if I tell my wife this, she might have something to say about this.
Hey, you know
it came out like in the past year. What's this director done? The director's only made Christmas movies.
Good track record. He's doing what he knows.
Yeah.
Baka baka.
Listen, I found myself down a rabbit hole. I gotta get out of here. Back to
Yeah. Back to the movie here.
Back to Repo. Put that back on my computer.
Well, let's rate this thing. No, I already did that. We did that.
Yep. 7 like a 3.5 out of me, 3 out of you. Does it belong on the watch list? That's the next step.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Firm yes. Big solid firm yes.
Yep. It was trying to be something, and it's something.
Again, like a movie this niche and with an audience that is specifically like Hot Topic, Rob Zombie emos from the mid 2000s. Yeah. That's ran out of style like a minute after it came out.
Damn, bummed.
2000. As soon as Gangnam Style came out, everybody was like done. We're over it.
Repo, that's cringe.
Yeah, Gangnam Style is where it's at.
Yeah, hell yeah. Gangnam Style, the genetic opera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do we pick a new movie?
Let's pick a new movie. It's your turn.
All right. We're gonna pick Eraserhead because of David Lynch.
Doing Eraserhead. All right.
I know we've both seen it.
Yeah. I watched it pretty recently, but I've again watched the rest of Lynch's movies pretty recently, so this will be a fun one to talk about.
Perfect. And if I can finish Twin Peaks, we'll talk about that as well.
Yeah.
I'm not making any promises. I'm going to get the whole season and then through Fire Walk with Me, but I'd really like to watch Fire Walk with Me, so we'll see. We'll see if I get there.
Yeah. So yeah, Eraserhead, 1977, David Lynch, obviously. I'll save the description because this movie's, again, just like really just like a pretty fun time, I think. 89 minutes. It's on the Criterion Channel and HBO Max, so pretty easy to watch, I would say.
Yep.
We'll watch that. We'll talk about it. Maybe talk about Twin Peaks. I might binge seasons 1 and 2 also. Get a fresh memory on that. And we'll talk about that. So we might. I mean, if I do end up catching up and finishing Twin Peaks as well, we might do spoilers on that. So that might be a spoilery Twin Peaks episode. So we'll figure that out.
Oh yeah, yes sir.
Yeah, if the next episode after this one, right, is Twin Peaks Eraserhead, then you know we watched Twin Peaks. So we'll talk about that for sure. And then, yeah, this might just become a David Lynch podcast if it comes down to that.
Next episode, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
What a loss. What a bummer.
Yeah. Just again, terrible loss, but this is the next big move.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you everyone for watching and listening. Be sure to rate, comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell, do the watch of the movie, berate your friends, commit a crime, I guess. I'm not gonna
give away all your money.
I'm not. Yeah, give us your money. Buy Bitcoin.
Pet a dog.
Pet a dog. Go pet your dog. You know, mine's under my desk. I don't know where yours is.
I'm gonna find him pretty soon here.
Yeah, but yeah. Right. But most of all, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. All right, goodbye.